all right, everybody. We have made it to our final qualification match of the 2025 Chicago Robotics Invitational Premier event. Each and every one of these teams hoping to show their stuff one last time, not just for the rankings, but for the scouts in the stands. Let's go ahead and say hello to our competitors, getting started with 22-9-18.
From Troy, Michigan, that's the girl box.
They are joined by 11-3-29.
From Bloomington, Indiana, Ice Robotics.
And the final member of our Red Alliance, it's 19-207.
Out of Tainan, it's NK Shrimp.
Moving over to our Blue Alliance, we've got Ice on one side, we've got Fire on the other. It's 12-014.
Also Indiana, that's Firewires.
They're joined by, to some, a cart is just a way to get your robot around, but to others, a cart is art. Make sure to check theirs out. It's 9974.
Johnson, Iowa, 4.
And rounding out our match, give it up for 11-138.
From Bellevue, Washington, Robo Eclipse.
We have got the all clear, match 57 in 3, 2, 1, go!
Final qualification match here at the Chicago Robotics Invitational Premier event for 2025. Let's see what these teams can do. Autonomous mode, which is about 20 seconds left on the clock, scoring purely with pre-programmed instructions and sensor input. Got a handful of blue specimens on the high chamber at center field. Red Alliance now quickly scoring as well. 10 points per specimen on that high chamber. It's like a bit of a shoving match as Ice Robotics pushes up against the Blue Alliance robot. They're attempting to score a specimen.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
Some cheers there in the final seconds of that autonomous. I believe that specimen did actually end up on the low chambers. It's going to be worth 6 points of autonomous and 6 points if it remains in teleop. Some fantastic scoring in our final qualification match all across the field on various rungs of our chambers of the submersible and in the nets. So we've got just about 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock with a score, both alliances exceeding at least 200 points, and actually the lead briefly flips for just a moment, so these scores are fairly close, but our live score currently shows 224 to 245 as the numbers just keep on increasing. At the front of the field, we've got some robots trying to score some additional samples in the nets for the Red Alliance. There's some other robots now attempting to grab some additional samples from the submersible zone, just trying to find space and grabbing a hold of the correct color sample from that submersible zone. They need the color that they're looking for, either their Alliance color or a neutral sample for the baskets. Another Blue Alliance specimen, and make that potentially 2 as 4 makes their way back from the human player observation zone. Back towards center field, they attempt to clip on a blue specimen. That could be worth up to 10 points. That is scored successfully. Ice Robotics quickly responds. Another red specimen scored as well. 10 points to them, as it looks like they'll be battling over ownership of that top chamber there on the front of the field. 38 seconds left on the clock. But still a very tight live score, separated by only 4 points at the moment. As I say that, numbers just keep on going up. That's just what our numbers do. Robots continuing the race around the submersible with 22 seconds left now on the clock. Robo Eclipse from Washington State at the rear. They're lining up now, making their way back towards the observation zone for one last scoring element. 4 of the Blue Alliance as well from Iowa. They're lining up at the front submersible, putting that one last specimen there on the high chamber. 10 points as they try to contest the ownership of that high chamber. One last specimen in 4's grasp with 2 seconds left on the clock. Some potential buzzer beater ascents there at the very last second. We'll leave it to our referees to finalize all of that and our final scores there in that qualification match. A very tight live score throughout that match. The referees have marked that match as under review, so we'll give them some time as we check back in with Field 2, and we do now have the confirmed scores from that match. Red Alliance does win match 56, the last match that was played on Field 2. The score of 592 to 378. Upper Creek does retain it, that #1 Alliance captain position. We'll have our alliance selection process in just a moment. Make sure to send your representatives over to get ready for alliance selection as we await our scores for our final qualification match. Our referees have now confirmed the final scores for that last match on field 1, our final qualification match, match number 57. Once again, those live scores were very close throughout that match, but our final result is in. Victory in that match goes to your Red Alliance. Final scores are read by just a few points, 452 to 449. That was a very close match. I'm sure our analyst desk will have a lot to say about that and all 12 qualification matches we've played so far. Let's go over to the desk.
Yeah, well, we have a lot to say about it, but you didn't quite give us enough time to prep there, man. But that's okay. We'll talk about it. Like, we have seen now 2 flips on that number 8 position. We were just prepping our story to talk about the last time the number 8 seed flipped, and then we get another one here separated by just 3 points. Ken, what a absolute unit of a morning so far.
I mean, yeah, and